there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description. So Happy New Year to y'all. If I haven't said it already, or you haven't saw a video yet where I said it, Happy New Year to you. Thank you for tuning in. So Shannon Sharpe has let the people know that he has a brand new interview with Katt Williams that is going to be released on the anniversary of the previous interview, the actual date that he did the original one. So this is everywhere, but we'll read this article here. It says the following. It says, Katt Williams and Shannon Sharpe could be gearing up to make waves in 2025. Reports suggest that Katt Williams is set to appear on Club Shay Shay for an upcoming interview. Back in November, during an episode of Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco, the former NFL star marked the one-year anniversary of their conversation. At the time, he teased the possibility of a follow-up interview releasing on January 3rd, 2025. There's a chance you'll be hearing some big surprises very soon, Sharpe shared with Ochocinco. I'll say this, he's been working on new material. January 3rd, 2025 is just around the corner. That's all I will say for now. During Williams' infamous original sit-down with Sharpe on Club Shay Shay, the comedian called out some of his comedy peers, such as Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey. While addressing Kevin Hart, Williams said, in 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show. They've been in line for him getting a standing ovation at any comedy club, Williams said. He already had his deals when he got here. What do you think a plan is? Hart took the opportunity to address Williams' comments via X. Also, he did on ESPN. Gotta get that anger about you, champ. It's honestly sad, the comedian tweeted. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There is a moment in the trailer where, I forgot how, I don't want to butcher her name. I think it's Gugu Mbatha-Raw. Sorry if I butchered your name, girl. Says, they really love you. I know that she's talking about Katt, and laughing emoji. So, nonetheless, you guys, January 3rd is today. And if I go over to Club Shay Shay on YouTube to see if there is a Katt Williams interview, you guys, I'm checking now because he's up to like 3.76 million views, and I do not see anything. I do not see anything at all. So maybe it is going to be around the time on Wednesday, potentially, because normally Shannon Sharpe releases his Club Shay Shay interviews on Wednesdays. So maybe we need to be looking actually for what is that going to be, January 7th? Maybe we need to be looking at, or no, not January 7th. I'm sorry, that's Tuesday. January 8th. Maybe we need to be looking for January 8th on Wednesday about noonish for that potential Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams interview. I believe it has like 85 million views or something now. Listen, Katt Williams shook the table. He said this is going to be the year of revelation. And those of you who watch my Love and Marriage Huntsville videos and my other content, you know, a lot of people get exposed. A lot of people get exposed or allegedly are getting exposed. So it would not surprise me at all if they wanted to do a sequel to the monster interview. I believe Shannon Sharpe said that they had over, not just from the Katt Williams interview, but in totality, because of the Katt Williams interview, it sparked several interviews with comedians and other entertainers. And he said across all social media platforms in 2024, people watched over 1 billion views of Club Shay Shay, you guys. So nonetheless, I think Shannon Sharpe is looking to kick things off once again with Katt Williams because he knows that it is going to generate lots of buzz, lots of views, and lots of money. So nonetheless, because I think that it was so successful that YouTube even had to, switch up some of the things in the algorithms and the monies and things because it really shook the table and it did so well. So I will be on the lookout for sure if anything happens to drop this weekend. I mean, it's still technically, we have a few hours left if you're on the East Coast of
January 3rd, if in fact something does drop. Either way, whether it drops today or Wednesday or whenever it drops, we will be reacting to it. We will, of course, be reviewing it, because here's the thing, you know, say what you want. The one thing I also wanted to say about Katt Williams as well is he came out recently and said that he felt bad for some of the jokes that he made about Michael Jackson. And he said, even in spite of all of that, he said Janet Jackson still loved him as a comedian. And that's the thing too, is that sometimes these celebrities and even just regular people, if they know that you're talking about them, some of them don't like some of the things that are said about their friends, their family, and loved ones by these comedians. And especially if they feel that you went too hard at somebody, or maybe you went too far or below the belt on somebody in particular. You know, sometimes they feel a certain way. Sometimes they don't want to be around you, or they might cuss you out, or might pop off if you pop out and show them, if you see them in public somewhere. But it just speaks to, you know, the grace and the humbleness that Janet Jackson has. She understands in this industry, you know, some people can be very mean and very malicious and very calculated, but she understands from Katt Williams' perspective that it's just all jokes at the end of the day, that it's nothing to take personal, it's nothing to take serious. However, Steve Harvey waited nearly a year to respond to Katt Williams' January expose and then wanted to do it big and had a roundtable with other comedians as if he was saying something. And that was like the third or fourth time he responded. So I'm curious if there is a Katt Williams interview with Shannon Sharpe as a follow-up, what that is going to look like and what he is going to say this time. Maybe he'll just respond to a lot of his haters and a lot of his critics, because a lot of comedians had a lot of things to say, especially the comedians that were looking for a moment, you know, like what's his face, Faison Love. So nonetheless, we'll see what happens. We'll truly see. I will be on the lookout for it. It's a good marketing strategy for the team, for Shannon Sharpe and Club Shay Shay, if they're able to pull this off and get a January interview right off the rip, right before Trump comes back into office and we have all this chaos and stuff going on right now in the world, and to get his raw and unfiltered opinions on what is currently going on as it pertains to the realm of, you know, celebrity news, what's going on as he, you know, as it pertains to his peers. He had a big year. He had a big comedy tour. Monique had joined the tour. He toured also with Kevin Hart's ex-wife as well for some of the dates of the tour. So, I mean, there is probably a lot of things he has to say. I'm sure a lot of people, you know, he's done some other podcast interviews, but I'm sure just in between all of that, a lot of people, when they have ran into him, have probably said all types of stuff because of that Shannon Sharpe interview. And even with the Diddy stuff, it was ironic because of, remember he said, you know, do not go to a Diddy party, just go home, do not stay, do not collect $200, just take your behind home, always tell Diddy no. And then fast forward to, what was it, September of last year, Diddy gets arrested. Like, it is just crazy, just some of the things that Katt Williams said and what actually came to fruition. So it'll be very interesting to see, like I said, if this interview does happen, what will Katt Williams say this time, and what will happen that will break the internet, because people were analyzing everything he said. Could you really read 3,000 books a year as a kid, and da-da-da-da-da? Could you really do this as a kid? Was he just exaggerating? Like so many of y'all were nitpicking down to the nitty gritty and trying to evaluate every single thing Katt Williams said. Is this fact? Is it fiction? Is it an exaggeration? And everything else. So, but let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Shannon Sharpe is going to have a Katt Williams interview this month in January, perhaps even tonight or within the next couple of days, that is going to drop on Club Shay Shay to commemorate the 1-year anniversary of, still to this date, his most watched viral interview ever? I believe it's #1 overall, because I believe it overtook Joe Rogan's podcast as well. So nonetheless, do you think that's going to happen, or do you think Shannon Sharpe is just trying to put a teaser out there to get more subscribers, to get more followers, in case there's a Katt Williams interview, but not necessarily this month? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.